I will get to you.
Did you miss me?
You're all right. You're all right. Yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to see you.
Hi, Mad Dog.
Hi, where were you this week? What game? Cleveland.
I was in Cleveland.
right.
Jags, Jags.
Hey, you had a
Browns.
good game. You had a good game there. Flacco playing great.
They really, ESPN, they could send her to a couple of warm weather cities.
Always. Cleveland,
I mean,
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Damn.
Pittsburgh.
Where she ever goes.
Well, she does such a good job.
It's the
That's
most-
why
the
they
most
want her to
competitive
keep going.
division. Yeah, you send them the most
They
competitive
could
division.
do
Exactly.
that. They could do
That
that.
was
Send me
Stephen
to
A. They
LA.
sent him out to Arizona. Let him do the Cardinals.
Yeah, in the warm weather.
Me?
Soft folks. All right, so Mad Dog, I want to start with
Yes.
you. Is this season considered a success for Dallas if they lose the NFC Championship game?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If they lose to San Francisco in a tight NFC title game, and that would mean they probably would have to beat Philly to get there, you have to give them credit. Now, remember, they may not play San Francisco in the championship game. So the better question really is this. This is what I did with that Mad About last week. Because right now they're going to play San Francisco in the first round.
Yeah.
So if Dallas went to San Francisco in the divisional round and lost a great classic game, are you going to give them a break, or are you going to say it's not in the championship game? Because I think you got to make a little differential between San Francisco and championship game. If they lost to the 49ers, that's the better way to ask you.
Yeah.
Sam, if they lost to the 49ers in a close, big game, no matter what the round, are you okay with it as a fan? And I would be.
Okay.
Well, that's the difference between me and Mad Dog Russo. Oh, no. No. It's Super Bowl or bust, baby. This is America's team. This is a $9 billion franchise. This is Jerry World. This is the yacht. This is the helicopter. This is the star on the helmet. And at midfield, this is the billion-dollar playpen with the big jumbotron. I mean, years and years and decades and damn near centuries from now, when we're long gone, that's the new version of the Roman Coliseum, baby. You understand? This is what we're talking about. It's Jerry World, all right? All right, this is the franchise that's worth $4 billion more than anybody else. The one with the most nationally televised games. The one with the MVP candidate at the quarterback spot, with the coach that's resurrected himself, once thought of to be archaic and beyond, and all of a sudden he's leading the top-rated offense, throwing the football 56% of the time compared to 44% of the time. You lost Trayvon Diggs as your quarterback, and still you got one of the top defenses in the National Football League. You got a brother in Micah Parsons. That's the modern-day LT, Lawrence Taylor. He's not Lawrence Taylor. There is no one Lawrence. There's only one. But the modern-day dude, we got DeMarcus Lawrence sticking out his chest, talking about, we coming, we gonna come some more, we gonna stomp you. We seeing all of this, okay? And then all of a sudden, we gonna get to the NFC Championship game and you nosedive? Oh, hell to the no.
Steven.
Hell to the no. It's Super Bowl or bust. Stick out your chest. I told DeMarcus Lawrence, keep that same energy. Please keep the same intensity. Keep the same intensity. Same intensity. They remember what Michael Irvin said, keep the same intensity. Oh, yes. I ain't no NFC Championship game and we lose. But wow, what a wonderful season we had. Did you know that Jerry Jones touched 80? Did you know that my Libra buddy, that man Jerry Jones, my buddy right there. Did you know that he sat up there and he said that birth certificate is collecting a little bit too much dust? I'm running out of time, people. I need you to get it done. Oh, no. That ain't no NFC Championship game, Bert. That's Super Bowl. That's Super Bowl.
I see what you're doing.
No, I'm just telling you.
I see what you're doing, and I don't like it.
Oh.
The same man.
Yeah.
You just trying to set the expectations so high. So if they run into the 49ers and lose, you come in here and be like,
I expect them to lose.
Jerry's team couldn't win the big game.
I expect them to lose.
This is a Dallas team. 2017, no playoffs. 2018, lost in the division round. 2020 and 2019, no playoffs. Now we are saying, since when is it Super Bowl or bust this season? Stop it.
It is.
Coming into the season.
It is.
We didn't know what the Cowboys
We had them as
looked
top
like.
3 team in the NFC. Did we not?
And that's what they are.
Three.
We had them a top 3 team in the NFC. And we said top 3 team in the NFC.
49ers, Eagles, Lions.
And Cowboys. No.
And Cowboys.
The Lions were not.
You were,
Are you going to say what you said?
I
You
just
said the
wanna know.
Lions were ahead of the Cowboys? Is that what you going to say?
I just want to know what you thought, because you
Not
were
at the
not talking.
beginning
You
of
were
the
not
season.
talking. Let me tell you something right now. You were not complimenting the Cowboys.
Excuse
And
me.
all of a sudden, I'm seeing
Right,
what you're
right,
doing.
right, you know,
You
just-
setting them up because you
Yes,
think
yes,
they're gonna fail. That's what
Oh,
you're doing, and I
know
don't
they
like
will.
it.
I
don't
know they
like
will.
it
Oh,
because
we get so
Wayne Dakota
emotional.
has been playing
Wayne
so
Dakota,
well.
Dakota,
He
that's
does
what he is now,
not need.
Dakota,
He does not
Dakota
need
now, that's what he is.
you to
Name
build
tag is
them
Dakota.
up just to try to kick the legs out from under them. No. This is a team where we understand the ultimate goal of every team is to win a Super Bowl. There are probably 6 teams that could theoretically, legitimately win the Super Bowl every year, right?
Lord.
They are a talented team, Steven. But to act like
they're talented.
they need
They're very
to go
talented.
from
They're very
losing
talented.
in the wild card round to all of a sudden they got to win the Super Bowl, that is not fair.
Can I ask y'all a question?
That's not fair.
Can I ask y'all a question? Well, first of all, fear's a place where they judge pigs. It doesn't exist. My boy Jeff Brown says that all the time. That's number one.
We
Number
have
two.
45 seconds.
Number two. Who's the face of the Dallas Cowboys?
Dak Prescott.
No, it isn't.
Jerry Jones.
It's Jerry Jones.
No,
It's Jerry
for me,
Jones.
it's Dak.
It's Jerry Jones. Jerry
Jerry
Jones.
Jones.
Jerry
Jerry
Jones
Jones.
is the first to tell you he run out of time. Now, I hope he lives a long, long time. That's my buddy right there. But he's running out of time in his mind. And so the level of urgency kicks in. He ain't doing all of this to get to some NFC championship game
It's
for the first time
San
since
Francisco.
1995.
They're better than the Cowboys.
Excuse me. That's not according to Jerry Jones. Don't feel that way.
Oh, he's
He don't feel
wrong.
that way. He don't feel that way. I understand that. And he's going to find out how wrong he is. But that's neither here nor there. It doesn't negate the fact that walking into the season, Kimberly's trying to change the narrative. And shame on you for letting her get away with it. It was the Eagles, the
We were not-
49ers, and the Cowboys. Those were the 3 teams. And we said all of the Super Bowl appearance will come down to one of those 3. You going to get it done or not?
You had the
You going to get it done or
picked
not?
the Cowboys to be in the Super Bowl this year,
Say what?
preseason?
Say what?
Did you pick the Cowboys to be in the Super Bowl?
I have never picked the Cowboys
Exact-
to be in the Super Bowl,
So all of a
and I
sudden
never would.
Now all
and
of a
I
sudden, if
never
they don't
would.
reach the Super Bowl,
It's a
it'd
bust.
be
It's a bust. The season's
All right,
a bust.
I gotta go.
Season's a bust.
All right, Stephen A.
Yeah.
Does Belichick even have more to prove?
It's not that he has more to prove. It's that it's time to go.
Okay.
It's time to go. I would tell you, if he has anything to prove, it's that I can actually be an elite coach without Tom Brady. Good luck with that. Because without Tom Brady, he's a less than 500 coach. Now, his last year, a couple of years or so in Cleveland before Tom Brady and New England had ever come along, he had them going in the right direction. Let's give credit where credit is due. Nobody would question the football acumen, the brilliance of a Bill Belichick as the coach. Jeff Saturday, speaking to you directly, I am not here, nor would I ever question the greatness of his coaching. I'm looking at the guy that made the decisions on personnel and your coaching staff. I'm looking at the guy that wanted Jimmy Garoppolo there and was willing to push Tom Brady out the door prematurely. I'm looking at the guy that hasn't been able to find a quarterback since and hasn't been able to develop Mac Jones. I'm looking at a guy that drafted Mac Jones out of Alabama. Mac Jones was a Pro Bowl player, and then the next year you give him Matt Patricia and Joe Judge as offensive coordinators, and I'm saying that's the guy I'm looking at. I'm looking at that guy that brings in Bill O'Brien, and even though we respect Bill O'Brien and we know he knows a thing or two about quarterbacks, the fact is, look at the development of Mac Jones. It's pretty much going nowhere. It's nosedived.
Right.
Those are the things that I'm thinking about. And then I'm thinking about the fact that, again, I know on very good authority that Tom Brady, when he decided to leave, if Bill Belichick had said, I wanted you to stay, the New England Patriots believed Tom Brady would have never left.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick refused to do that. Don't tell me ego's not involved. We'd bring up ego if it were the player. How come we can't bring up ego when it's the coach? All of those things taken into consideration, the last part that I brought up is the most important. That's why he has to go. See, if Tom Brady just retired and never had departed and went to Tampa and won the Super Bowl, well, Tom Brady retired.
Right.
This man's won 6 Super Bowls with us for us as a coach. We're going to defer to him. He knows what he's doing. We'll be patient because he's earned it. But you pushed the golden boy out the door. You pushed the adopted son out the door. That's the unforgivable element of Bill Belichick in Foxborough and the entire Massachusetts area. They ain't getting over that.
Right.
And that's why it's best for him to depart and to go to another franchise and show his greatness. Go to Los Angeles and coach Justin Herbert once he gets healthy, because the damn sure don't need to be Staley, okay? Do that. But in Massachusetts, Again, if he hadn't gotten rid of Tom Brady, that's different. But to be the guy seen as who pushed Tom Brady out that door, they'll never get over that because he ain't Tom Brady.
You know what? That's actually the best argument I've heard. I'll be real with you. That's the best argument I've heard about Belichick and the time to move on. Because when I think about Belichick, I think in two ways. I think of him as a coach and a very successful, the most successful coach in the NFL. And Tom Brady gets a ton of credit, and deservedly so. I played against those Patriot teams for a number of years in AFC Championships games in 03. I mean, you know, from basically 99, we were in the AFC East, and then we moved into big games that we played almost every season. Their defenses were legit, like Hall of Fame legit teams. They didn't just win because of Tom Brady. Correct. Now, as Tom Brady stayed there, their offense got more prevalent, they became the feature of the football team. Their defense was still good, but they were what everybody came to see, right? Because of Tom Brady. So my gut would tell me if I was Robert Kraft, I would allow him to stay if he would just be a coach. He has shown you he cannot be a general manager. He cannot manage both. It's manageable when you have a Tom Brady because Tom Brady takes so much off your plate as a head coach. I mean, listen, I lived it with Peyton Manning, right? Like when he came into a team meeting, you didn't need a coach. Like we had great coaches. I'm not trying to, but we didn't need one because when he walked in, everybody sat up straight because they knew he was going to hold you accountable. That's the same as Tom Brady, and I know because Colts coaches ended up going to Tampa and coached with him there and won Super Bowls there. So I know what type of teammate he is. I know what all those things are. The part that you're talking about, though, with the fans and probably Robert Kraft would be the Brady situation. And can they get over that? Because I still think he's an incredible football coach. It's just a matter of would he be willing to defer to someone else making and picking players? Because he has not – it's not – listen, Mac Jones hasn't played well. They don't have I'm not trying to bash, but they're not good. They're not good. They're not good roster-wise. They're not good. Like before the season, we knew this was going to be a bad football team. I didn't have any their roster wasn't good. There was nothing that scared you about anybody and their defense is still balling. This year they're balling. So it just shows you, right? Like sometimes you can't do it all, right?
Well, they need a quarterback. They don't have one. You learned that last year. You got to have a quarterback. First off, Belichick was funny on Saturday with game day with the helmet.
Yeah,
you
the
see
Navy.
that with the Navy
Yeah.
helmet?
Yeah.
And he actually said, Coach, I'll take a page from your book, and he put the helmet on. He's got such a personality.
Yes.
He let you see it once in a while.
Yeah, he does.
He's got good personality.
Very nice man at Celtics games. That's
Absolutely.
totally different than what he is at
No
Celtics.
doubt.
That's the point I was going to. Now, to Steve's point, he's won one playoff game in his career without Brady.
Yeah.
He won one with Testaverde when he was a Browns coach. So he's only won one. Now, he's going to coach because he wants that Shula record.
Right.
Was he about 17, 18 wins? He loves history. That record means something to him. So he's going to coach. I'm with you. You can't have him be the general manager. And what are you going to do? Bring a GM in New England? He's going to respond to him?
Right.
He's not going to do that. So he's going to have to leave New England to go somewhere where he's going to have to take a little back seat because he's going to have to understand that he's there to coach, not to pick the players.
Yeah.
And that's a big shot to his ego.
Right.
We'll see if he does that. Now, the one thing that Steve says that it's a great job he did there with Brady, and who knows, maybe Belichick didn't want him there. You got to be fair on one thing. Brady was old. He was 42, 43 years of age. They had a bad playoff game against Tennessee. You could make the argument that maybe it was time to split with Brady and let him go somewhere else.